ค่ะมาถึงตอนนี้แล้วนะคะตอนนี้เราก็จะรู้จักคำว่าเคลียร์แล้วนะคะเคลียร์คือชัดเจนนะเราจะพาแขกท่องเที่ยวในชุมชนหรือจะอธิบายอะไรก็แล้วแต่เวลาใครมาศึกษาดูงานเนี่ยต้องเคลียร์แล้วก็ต้องคอนไซส์ก็คือต้องชัดเจนนะคะนะเพราะนั้นจุดหนึ่งที่เราใช้ความชัดเจนเนี่ยมันก็จะทำให้คนที่มาสื่อสารกับเราเนี่ยรู้สึกสนใจรู้สึกว่าสนใจภาษาอังกฤษใช้คำว่า interest แปลว่าสนใจหรือน่าสนใจนะ interest นะคะเพราะนั้นวิธีการทำให้การอธิบายหรือการแนะนำการพาชมชุมชนของเราเนี่ยน่าสนใจ interest เนี่ยเราจะต้องเติมลำดับไปสักนิดหนึ่งลำดับที่1 first นะคะลำดับที่2 second ลำดับที่3 third นะคะ first ลำดับที่1ต้องพรวนดินก่อนลำดับที่2 second ต้องขุดบ่ออะไรต่างๆเหล่านี้นะคะเพราะนั้นจำหลักการแนวๆนี้แล้วเราลองไปฝึกขั้น1ทำไรขั้น2ทำไรขั้น3ทำไรเวลาเข้ามาศึกษาดูงานเขาจะได้เข้าใจค่ะ
Let's look at the 4 C's, C, of being a good instruction giver. 4 things to remember when we are giving our instructions. Number 1, are you clear? Are you speaking clearly? Is your message clear? Is it a bit confusing? If it is, stop. Repeat yourself. Second one, we'll go across. Another red C. Correct. Make sure what you are saying is correct when you give instructions. If the bus leaves for the airport at 5 p.m., make sure you say 5 p.m. Don't say 6 p.m. This is incorrect information, not helpful when giving instructions. Make some notes. Make sure you have the important information ready. Oh yes, the van leaves, okay, or the bus. The van leaves at 5 p.m. You have that correct information with you. 2 new words maybe for you, a bit more advanced. Concise. When you give instructions, you must be concise. Don't speak too much. Make sure your information, your instructions are short. Just give the important information. If the bus leaves at 5 p.m., that's all you need. You do not need it is a white van, it's a Mitsubishi van. The driver's name is Jack. He really likes seafood. There are 8 seats in the van. It's too much. Just give the important information. Because sometimes when people listen to instructions, they're not listening very well and they can forget some things. So make sure when you give your instructions, you are concise. Just the important information. And finally, the last of the 4 C's is be courteous. Courteous means polite. When you are giving instructions, it is not polite or courteous to give commands. Example, the bus leaves at 5 p.m. Be there at 5 p.m. We don't want to say that. It's not courteous. Maybe more courteous. Could you please be there at 5 p.m.? Be there at 5 p.m. Could you please be there at 5 p.m.? As you can see, those sentences are different in levels of courtesy, being polite. The first one, be there at 5 p.m. Not courteous. Could you please be there at 5 p.m.? Very courteous. So those are the 4 C's to consider. Another C to think about when you give your instructions. Be clear, be correct, be concise, and be courteous. So let me show you how can we be all of these things with giving our instructions. Okay, going back to our 5 important parts of giving instructions, we'll look at number 1, how to start giving these instructions. Introduce the topic. Make sure your listener understands what you are about to speak about. First example, I would like to tell you about the agenda for today. Agenda is schedule, timetable, what you are doing. Remember would like from a previous clip? It has the same meaning as want, but it's more polite, more courteous. Courteous is what we're talking about with instructions. We always want to be as courteous, polite as possible. So we introduce the topic. Our listeners are now, oh, okay, pay attention. This is the agenda. I want to know about that. So they start listening to you. You have their attention. Important when giving instructions. Another way to introduce the topic. I would like to give you some information about the meeting times. Oh, meeting times. I want to know about meeting times. By introducing the topic, you have their attention. Again, using I would like instead of want. Remembering our 4th C of being courteous. A nice simple way. I am going to discuss the schedule for today. Going to plus verb discuss. Discuss means talk about. Okay, so you use the future tense. You've told them what is going to happen. You're going to start talking about the schedule. An important topic. Introduce your topic to get your listeners' attention. Okay. Our second part of giving instructions, quite important. Try to create interest. Now, instructions sometimes are not very interesting. Schedule, timetable, etc. These things, maybe some people are not paying attention. You are giving instructions, so you really want their attention, especially if they are important instructions. So tell them that. Use the word important. Hopefully they hear and go, oh, shh, shh, this is important. Shh, listen, get off your Facebook because this is important. How can we say that? Tell them, this is important information. This is very important information. That will get their attention. Then you can start to give your instructions. Another way to say, please pay attention to this important information. Use that adjective, important. It gets people listening to you. Shh, this is important. Shh. Okay. Another way, it is very important for you to know this information. You want people to listen to you. Use this kind of vocabulary. Another thing, another way to say something is important, create some interest for your instructions. The important thing to remember is the bus leaves at 5 p.m. Don't forget. That's very important information. You don't want to lose your customers, your guests. You want them on the bus at 5 p.m. So tell them that. Use the word important. The important thing to remember is give the important instruction. Great. We've introduced the topic. Our listeners understand what we are talking about. We created interest. Hopefully we got them off their Facebook.